Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on Ready to Love Season 8, Episode 4. It's titled Black and Beautiful Hoedown. Let's get started. Okay, so the ladies meet for brunch, and then Katarina walks in, and the ladies look a little intimidated. And I don't know why. Katarina is taller than most of the men there. And she's wearing this horrible long wig all the way down to her butt. It looks stupid. I would love to see what's under that wig. Plus, only Marvin and Philip liked her anyway. But all Katarina wants to do is F with the ladies. She asks them if they're willing to share their connections. She's probably not even there to look for love. I think they brought her in to annoy the ladies, and in order to make the show more interesting for us. Lee told Katarina that she doesn't share, so don't mess with her man. Then they all laughed. Next, Tommy walks in. He invites them to a black and beautiful hoedown. I don't know what a hoedown is. I don't know what that is. So I asked Alexa. I got to say her name real quiet because she'll start talking. I asked Alexa. Alexa basically said a hoedown is a hillbilly dance. Alexa, what's a hoedown?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Now she's being brand new. Me and her have a love-hate relationship. Alexa, what is a hoedown?
The noun, hoedown, can have a couple meanings. 1. A community dancing party typically featuring folk and square dances accompanied by lively hillbilly tunes played on the fiddle. 2. The hillbilly or country music typical of a hoedown.
So Alexa says a hoedown is basically a hillbilly dance. So I don't know what a hillbilly is. I think I know what a hillbilly is, but I'm not 100% sure. So I asked Alexa. Alexa basically said a hillbilly is an unsophisticated person who lives in a rural area. Alexa, what's a hillbilly?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, hillbilly is an unsophisticated person who lives in a rural area.
Okay, see? So according to Alexa, this is going to be a dance party with black and beautiful unsophisticated people in a rural area. I don't think I want to go to this party, no. But the ladies, they are excited. They're excited to go to this party. They're excited to put their wigs in 2 ponytails, one to the right, one to the left. Put on some Daisy Dukes, cowboy boots, cowboy hats, and dozy-do their little asses off in front of these men. They're excited of this. Tommy basically told the ladies to bring out the hoe in hoedown and be the best cowgirl they can be by dropping it like it's hot. I tell you, when they degrade black women, they degrade them, don't they? Sierra, next scene. Sierra meets up with Macria. I can't say this man's name. Macrie? So they are talking, and he said he has never been married nor engaged. He hasn't found anybody worthy enough to get down on one knee for. This is what he said. Anyway, they chit-chat, and they're flirting with each other. But I don't think that these two have any connection. Plus, he's short, and she likes to wear heels. You know, so I don't think that's going to work. I think Sierra and Herbert would make a better match. I think Macria or McRae and Kira would make a better match. Next, Lee meet up with Red. Red needs to go home. There's nobody that's There's nobody there for him, you know? Plus, he says he's a comedian, but he looks and acts dry. Usually, a comedian has an outgoing personality, but he's like a dud. He's like a lump on a log. I don't think he could entertain me. What kind of DJ is he too? What I mean, a DJ is supposed to get the crowd dancing and hyped up. Red don't look like he can get anybody hyped up. Red look like he has a desk job in somebody's cubicle. That's me. That's me. For 2 days out of the week, I'm in my cubicle working my little butt off, and the other days I'm teleworking, and I love it. Lee asked him if he is hopeful of finding what he's looking for here in this process. Red says to her, I don't want to talk about anybody else. I just want to talk about us. She said, I'm just asking you if you're hopeful of finding, whatever you're looking for here. He goes, yeah. Red has no connection with anyone. He needs to tell us his real name, and then he needs to take his butt home. Red? Well, you know what? Buy red, buy yellow, buy orange, buy pale. Any other color in that round, buy. And I'm not being colorist. He called himself red. He's being colorist. He called himself red. So if he can call himself red, I can call him yellow, orange, pale, and any other color in that category. Okay? Lee told him that he is way too calm for her. That means he's boring. That means she's yawning. She's about to fall asleep. She can't keep her eyes open, and she's about to nod off. That's what that means. Red said he has to warm up to people, and that's me. I'm shy. I'm an introvert. I have to warm up to you before I can, start talking to you. But a DJ and a comedians, their personalities is usually outgoing, not shy and introvert. His personality doesn't match his careers. Red is talking about his career, and he's droning on and on. And Lee basically tells him that he's boring as hell. Those weren't her words, but basically that's what she said. Last week, Aries told him that she didn't find him attractive, and this week, Lee is telling him that he's boring. Yeah, I think he's done. Next, they all meet up at the Hoedown with Tommy, and Tommy looks ridiculous. He's cowboyed up from his head to his toes. He tells them that the ladies have the power, and one man is going home. And then Chris tells Tommy that he has to leave because his job is honoring him with an award. So he has to go. And Tommy gives him permission to leave. So then Tommy leaves out and everybody starts to mix and mingle. Herbert introduced himself to Katrina. Janelle is sitting on Quentin's lap, flirting. And she's wearing a black leather bustier under her denim shirt, which is wide open for everybody to see. And then she's wearing these black leather gloves with the fingers cut out. And don't get me started on what the hell she's wearing below her waist. I think she's wearing some poom-poom shorts. Then she has some fringe hanging off. Then she has these boots above her knee. She looks a hot mess. Thank God she got a pretty face. I think she took the whole Hoedown literally. Anyway, the next we see Quentin playing cornhole with Aries, and he's flirting pretty hard. He's telling her he knows how to put it in the hole. I sure hope that at age 33 you know how to put it in the hole, Quentin. So Christopher, the new guy, he makes his rounds and he introduced himself to all the ladies that he hadn't met yet. I think Christopher and Unique would make a good couple if she stopped being so friggin' hardcore. Anyway, they chit-chat, and they seem to get along, even though last episode he bashed her. Next, Janelle and Herbert are laying in a hammock and flirting. And Janelle, her wig is pushed back, and then she has her gray hairs showing. Why don't you pull the wig down? Why would she have her gray hairs showing? I don't understand. Anyway, Janelle says in her confessional that her two connections are Herbert and Quentin. Those are her two top. I guess she dumped Red because in episode 2, she was kind of showing jealous tendencies towards Red, who was flirting with Kira. Anyway, Quentin walks by and sees Janelle and Herbert in the hammock laughing and flirting, and he tells them that they're being too close. They're getting too close. So now I guess Quentin has dumped Lee because in the first episode, he was all about Lee. Now he's all about Janelle. These people are too fickle for me. Oh, but oh no. We then see Red talking to Unique. These two hate each other. I shouldn't say hate, but these two hate each other. They are talking to each other. Basically, Red said he knows a man is going home, so he wants to, he doesn't want to go home, so he's going to try and smooth things out with Unique. But they end up arguing. He ends up arguing with her. Instead of smoothing it out, he ends up arguing with her. He basically tells her that she doesn't know him and she judged him. She told him that his name is in the streets. That could be a good thing and that could be a bad thing. That means everybody know you. If my name is in the streets, that means everybody know me. And that's good because I'm a comedian and I'm a DJ. So everybody should know me. Right? So she said, your name is in the streets. And then she said, you can't take a joke? And he said, oh, so you're a comedian now? That's the funniest thing he's ever said. Then he starts naming off his credentials to her. He names the Mavericks. He names the XFL. He names the NFL. What does that have to do with him? What does the NFL have to do with him? He's not a football player. He's a DJ and a comedian. What does that have to do with the NFL? The NFL is a national football league, right? But what is a Maverick? Maverick is a team on football, basketball. And what is the XFL? Alexa, who are the Mavericks?
The Mavericks are an American country music band from Miami, Florida. The band consists of Raul Malo, Paul Deacon,
Alexa,
Eddie
stop.
Parrott.
Alexa, what is the XFL?
The XFL is a professional American football minor league consisting of 8 teams located across the United States in mid-sized to major markets.
I wonder what the X stands for in XFL. In NFL, it's National Football League. What's the X? Alexa, what does the X stands for in XFL?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the X in XFL stands for Extreme.
Extreme Football League? Whatever. Then Unique tells him that he's giving her narcissistic vibes. Alexa, what's a narcissist?
Narcissism is a condition in which a person admires their own attributes through vanity or egotism. The term is derived from Narcissus, a figure from classical mythology who fell in love with the sight of his own face.
She's right. Because he tells her, everybody knows my face. Everybody knows my name. I'm king of the city. Unique was right. He's in love with himself. And I like the way she said it. She said, sir, that's giving me narcissistic vibes, sir. She called him sir instead of Red. Anyway, he said, everybody knows my name. Everybody knows my face. I'm king of the city. Oh, snap. He's proven Unique right by saying he's a narcissist. He's in love with himself. Okay. Well, maybe he's just doing his comedy act. Maybe that's his comedy act. I don't know. Would that make people want to go see him? Or not? I don't know. If I were in Dallas, would I want to go see him? I don't know. It depends on how much the tickets cost. If the tickets were under $10, I'll go see him. I'll go see him. Under $10, I'll see him. I would like to know who would go see him or who have seen him. Who's seen his stand-up show in Dallas. I'm a tad bit curious. Oh, I'm curious. That's a a song. There's a song, I'm Curious, by Midnight Star. Back in the day, I'm curious about your loving. I'm curious. I want to know what's on your mind. I'm curious. Yeah, that was a jam back in the day. Look it up. Anyway, they're still mixing and mingling and flirting, and she talks to Phil, and she think they have a connection. I don't think they have a connection. I don't see these two making it to the end. I don't see these two connecting with anybody on this show. Next, Kara and Marvin, they sit in the hammock and they flirt. And last episode, she wasn't feeling him because he said he wanted to move to the Virgin Islands. And she's like, I'm not leaving Texas. I love Texas. She's a former Dallas, Texas cowboy cheerleader. She loved her Texas or Dallas. She ain't going nowhere. And now this week, he knows a man is going home, so he decides to backpedal, saying, well, I can live anywhere. I don't have to go back to the Virgin Islands. I can live anywhere. Anywhere my partner wants to live, that's where I want to live. He's saying that just because he knows, hey, I better change my tune because I want to stay. And me saying I want to go to the Virgin Islands is not, looking good to these ladies. Kara's not dumb. She said in her confessional that Marvin is just trying to say what he thinks he wants her to hear. And she's right. Good for you, Kara. But Kara needs to go home too. I don't think there's any man there for her. Next, Herbert and Katerina, they flirt with each other. He tells her that she is tall and he is tall and the majority of the men there are short. And he's right. That's what I was saying. And they kind of look good together. But I don't think she's there for love. I think she's there to throw a monkey wrench in the ladies' plans and to entertain us. I don't think she's there for no love. Next, Chris has to leave, and because he has to leave, Jessica is taking him around to say hello to all the girls, to make sure he gets, his chance to speak to the girls before he leaves, because she don't want him to leave. She know a man is going home, and she don't want him throwing his name out. And Red seemed jealous of that. Red's like, well, we know you not going nowhere. Well, Red, Chris is a nicer person, a friendlier person, and a more pleasant person to speak with. So I think he's holding his own. You, on the other hand, you're a totally different person. Unique say you're a narcissist, and you're proving her right. So, Chris or Red? Who's going to go home? Chris or Red? Chris or Red? I think you, Red. Anyway, I don't think Chris and Jessica make a good couple. I think Chris would make a good couple with Kiara. But she don't seem to give him the time of day. He don't seem to give her the time of day, so I think Jessica I don't think Jessica and Chris would make a good couple. I think Jessica would boss Chris around. She looks so, bossy. I think Chris and Kiara would make a better couple. And Jessica and Herbert, I think they would make a better couple. Next, Tommy gathers everyone together and he has line dancers extraordinaires who are going to teach the contestants how to line dance. And nobody looks happy about this. And I wouldn't be either. I'm not a line dancing person. I do like the Cupid Shuffle. That's easy. I can do that. Christopher said he doesn't even know how to electric dance. And neither do I, Chris. Neither do I. That's a shame, right? So everybody's dancing, and they all look like they're doing their own thing. They don't look like they're going to the steps of the line dance. They look like they're doing their own thing. But they look like they're having fun, and that's what matters. Them having fun. So Aries claimed that her, Quentin, and Kara were the best dancers. Next, Janelle and Quentin, they sit down to talk, and they talk about how connected they feel towards each other. I can't believe that Quentin went from Lee, who has a lot more in common with him, than Janelle. He doesn't have anything in common with Janelle. Lee and Quentin are 1 year apart, with Lee being older, and Quentin and Janelle are 8 years apart, with Janelle being older. And he's into fitness and Lee's into fitness. Janelle ain't into nobody's fitness. She look like she's into cakes and pies and donuts. I am too, Janelle. Me too. Okay? I'm not into no gym. Can't remember the last time I went to a gym. Okay? Can't remember the last time I did a push-up or a sit-up. Okay? But you know what? I think Kara and Taquila, I think they were right. I don't think Quentin is into any of these ladies. I think he likes, I don't think black ladies are his cup of tea. Anyway, Marvin and Lee have a sit down, and Marvin is giving Lee compliments after compliments after compliments because he knows a guy is going home and he do not want to be the one to go home. So then he starts talking about his fetishes. He tells her, how much time I have left? Ooh. He tells her he has a ass worship fetish. He tells her he also have a nipple fetish. And then he said something else and they bleeped it out or they blurred it out. I don't know what he said. He tells her that he has restraints under his mattress. Why does the restraints have to be under his mattress? Who is he hiding these restraints from? Then he describes forced orgasms. I said orgasms. Orgasms. And how he gets a woman to have them. I don't want a forced orgasm. I want my orgasms to be natural. Usually when you force somebody to do something, it's painful or unpleasant or both. Lee said in her confessional that she wants nothing to do with Marvin and his shenanigans. And me neither. I'm feeling you, Lee. Me either, girl. The bottom two should be Marvin and Red. I think they should both go home. Next, Tommy shows up to talk to the ladies. He asks the question, who are they feeling? Lee said she's feeling Quentin. Janelle says she's feeling Quentin. Unique says she's feeling Christopher. Aries says she's feeling Philip. Catriana says she's feeling Herbert. Ciara says she's feeling Maria. Macrie. Kira says she's feeling Herbert. Jessica says she's feeling Chris. Then he asks, who were they not feeling? Lee says she's not feeling Red. Ciara said she's not feeling Red. She said Red doesn't know why he's here. Katarina said Red, she's not feeling Red because he's a name dropper. He's dropping the Mavericks, the XFL, the NFL. I don't know what that pertains to him. How does the football leagues pertain to him? And of course, Unique says she's not feeling Red. Janelle said she's not feeling Christopher. She said he kept running down his resume trying to impress her. Aries said she's not feeling Marvin. She said she's not into his lifestyle and it's not her cup of tea. Mine's either. It scares the shit out of me. Marvin and his antics scare the shit out of me. Jessica said she's not feeling Marvin because he tries to appease you. And we saw him do that with Kara. Kara also says she's not feeling Marvin for the same reason. He's trying to tell her what he thinks she wants to hear. Why Marvin think these women are dumb, I don't know. Why does he think they're dumb? They're not dumb, Marvin, okay? Anyway, Tommy gathers everyone together and allows Jessica to give the guys the bad news. How much time I have left? Okay. Jessica calls out Marvin and Red. Then she told them about themselves. And then it ended. And I'm pretty sure Red went home. Anyway, this is the end of my review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on the Pill here. Bye.